Welcome to this section of the Keystone Platinum Customer Service Techniques. I'm Rick Benjamin, motorsports commentator for NBC Sports and Speed Channel and Spike TV. You and I have quite a bit in common. The networks hire me for the same reasons Keystone has hired you. The networks and Keystone hired us for our voices, for how we sound. But more importantly, they hired us for what we say and how we say it. Your profession as a Keystone ISC and my profession as a motorsports broadcaster have a lot of similarities. First, neither of us works from a script. Oh, sure, in the broadcast booth I have monitors with the car numbers and the pictures, the driver's name, where they're running on the track. On your monitor, you have the customer's name and location, the vehicle make and model, the location of the part on the vehicle, front to rear, left to right, and that all-important clue, the quantity you have on hand. The information on your monitor and my monitor is the information. What we say about the information and how we say it is what makes you and I professionals. Just like you, when I'm on the air live, calling a race or a college football game or a basketball game, I don't have a script. Each lap of the race, each play in the game requires me to be alert and attentive and to communicate with clarity and brevity. At Keystone, you're required on each and every call to be alert, attentive, and to communicate with clarity and brevity. How well you and I do this is judged by each of our audiences. Mine is the television audience. Your audience is the Keystone customer. Now, my audience can push a different button on the TV remote. Your audience can do the same thing. They can push a different speed dial button on their phone. They can choose to call a different supplier to get their parts, their paint, or their shop supplies. Our two audiences judge us by how we sound, what we say, and how we say it. During a race, a three-car pileup over in Turn 2, it's important how I react, what I say, and how I say it. And there's no script for this. I have to react, think, choose my words, and then speak. And you and I have to do all of this in a fraction of a second. Now, I really think your job is more difficult than mine. Why? Because your job requires dialogue, interacting, reacting to another human being. My job, well, mine's a monologue. I only interact and react to events on the racetrack or the basketball court. Now, we both use microphones. One half of your telephone handset or headset is your microphone. And your mic, like my mic, requires a strong mental, physical, and emotional endurance. Your facilitator now will play for you 7 different Keystone telephone scenarios based on actual customer calls. After each scenario, you'll be asked to provide input on what the ISC said, how they said it, and how they sounded. After you've provided input on what the ISC could have done better, your facilitator will play the next scenario until you have critiqued all 7 calls. After you complete the evaluation of these 7 calls, I'll be back to share with you 3 of my favorite bloopers. So if the panel of judges from the Academy of Customer Service Broadcasters is ready, Mr. Master of Ceremonies, let's begin with Keystone call number 1.
Jerry's Paint and Body Shop.
Jerry, you big old ugly bow-legged catfish skinner. This is Tom from Keystone. I had a message here on my desk to give you a call.
Yeah, you buck-toothed illiterate. That radiator you sent me for the O2 Jimmy is wrong.
Rick Benjamin here, as promised, to listen to some bloopers. No, not mine. My broadcast bloopers would more than fill this CD. No, I found 3 Keystone bloopers for you to listen to. Now, follow the same format. Listen to our recording based on actual customer interactions, and then critique why each one made our blooper category. As professionals, you and I will always be judged on how we sound, what we say, and how we say it. To be successful, we must be alert and attentive, plus communicate with our audience with clarity and brevity. On each call, we must react, think, choose our words, and then speak. It's a continuous improvement process. You and I have to work at improving our broadcasting skills every day. Well, now, let me conclude my part of your program with a wish and a hope for each one of you. May each one of your performances be an Emmy winner as you continue to deliver platinum customer service to each and every one of your Keystone customers.